Hi, neighbor. Welcome to a special episode of Anchors of Encouragement. My name is Tim Maudlin, husband, adoptive parent, Bible class teacher, and ambassador of encouragement. You might have guessed there's some kind of a birthday celebration because of the music that I played at the opening. Just be glad I didn't try to sing. As I'm recording this episode today, this is the 1-year anniversary for this podcast. And because of that, I wanted to do something special for you, something special for the next few days as we celebrate this 1-year anniversary. As I begin this episode, I want to take just a moment to thank those of you who have been here from day one. There are several of you who encouraged me to do this podcast in the first place. You've listened to these episodes, you've commented to me, you've shared them with others, and you've even left reviews for the show. Thank you so much. You are true anchors of encouragement for me. Today I would like to share with you a list I put together, a list made up of 10 of the more popular episodes from this past year. This is episode 80. Currently the podcast is ranking in the top 2.5% globally. That number is staggering for me to even try to wrap my head around. To think that a podcast originating from Indiana is finding its way around the world is truly amazing. Here are 10 of the episodes that have resonated with listeners like you. Episode 1, 5 Ways to Love a Child of Adoption Trauma. This is the backstory for the entire podcast. This is the story of my family and our journey with adoption trauma. In this episode, I shared about the time when it became necessary to send our son Johnny to residential treatment. It was there we discovered he had something called adoption trauma. We knew nothing about it. He met some amazing people while he was in residential, people who helped him to navigate these challenges. One of the therapists came on the show in episode 8. Her name is Jane Baker. She defined adoption trauma for us, and she showed us how to understand its causes and effects. Jane is an angel. She really knows her stuff, and she cares so much about these kids. In episode 53, I brought another individual from residential treatment. His name is Eric Nelson. He took my son Johnny under his wing and really helped him to navigate some of the hard days that he had to face while he was away from us. In episode 53, he talked about how to resolve conflict and empower your adopted child with a simple tool. In episode 17, this is by far the most popular episode so far to date. Struggling adoptive parents, 3 ways to restore the sparkle in their eyes. Episode 20 is called When Adoptive Parents Feel All Alone. 7 reasons why to grab an anchor. It's one of the reasons for this podcast, Anchors of Encouragement. Adoptive parents need these anchors. And in this episode, I gave them 7 reasons why they need to grab a hold of that anchor. One of the other things adoptive parents need as they journey through this difficult time is they need rest. In episode 40, I shared with you 7 ways for adoptive parents to find support and respite. Then in episode 47, my son Johnny came on the show, and he talked about how journaling was helping him to like himself again. I've shared this quote on the podcast many times. You can think a feeling, and you can speak a feeling, but if you want to touch a feeling, you need to write. My son Johnny uses journaling to this day. In episode 16, I talked about the $89,000 t-shirt, how one t-shirt inspired and healed a broken community. It's an encouraging story. I hope you'll check it out. In episode 15, I brought Dr. Lisa Hartwell on the show. She helped us to understand grief in your adopted children and to how to love them. And then in episode 14, I brought my son Johnny back on the show, and he shared with us one of the tools he learned in residential treatment to help him to navigate some of the challenges that he faces on a daily basis. It's called 10-10-10. Let's get to your daily doable. I will include this list in the show notes, along with a link to each one of these episodes. If I mention an episode you haven't heard before, click on the link and you can binge listen as much as you want. If you know an adoptive couple, please share this podcast with them. It's my goal for this podcast to be an anchor of encouragement for other adoptive parents. That's all for this episode. I want to thank you for helping me celebrate our 1-year anniversary. Until next time, this is Tim encouraging you to do what you can now.